The anchor of a leading cable news show uses, quite frankly, sexist, personally offensive language that I actually don't think they would ever use about a man against the person that shares this podium with me. I think I have an obligation, and I think it's important to step up and say that's not okay.
That was State Department Deputy Spokesperson Marie Harf, apparently upset with Bill O'Reilly, accusing him of sexism for suggesting that one of her colleagues is out of her depth. Tonight, Mr. Bill had a new message for Ms. Harf. Watch.
Now, we asked Jen Psaki and Marie Harf to come on the Factor tonight, but they are afraid. I hope that's not a sexist comment, because many men are afraid to come on this program. But the main point here is that smearing people is unacceptable, especially by folks representing the U.S. government. I mean, Ms. Harf didn't just go out there and say that off the top of her head. Secretary of State Kerry had to sign off on it, and it was a foolish thing to do. He should know better. But this is what we're seeing right now in America, cheap shot alley coming from powerful politicians.
Joining me now, Brent Bizzell, president of the Media Research Center. This reminded me of when I used to practice law, and one time I had to yell at an opposing counsel in a deposition, and his buddy started laughing because I was yelling at the one guy, and I had to look at him and say, "Be quiet or you'll get it too." It's like, Marie, just stay out of it, because Jen Psaki wasn't complaining. Don't offer yourself up as the red meat.
I'm watching this. Megan, I'm watching this. Look, let's be honest. Being a press spokesman in a position like this is about the toughest job in Washington, D.C. Gotcha journalism is a way of life in this town. But that's why you choose the best talent you can find. Jay Carney was smooth, well-spoken, intelligent, also duplicitous, and very dishonest. Then you see Josh Earnest come in as the White House spokesman. This guy's way out of his league.
Which O'Reilly
He shouldn't be in that position. It's not good. And so you turn over to the State Department with Jen Psaki, and every time I've watched her, I shake my head in disbelief. I watched that press conference. I watched James Rosen ask her. He just asked her the most simple question in the world. Are we at war? She couldn't give him an answer on that. So you think that's bad. Now you see Marie Harf. I'm sorry, I'm going to say this because it's true. She is a bubblehead. I watch in embarrassment. This is the best they could come up with. She would flunk a freshman college debating contest.
Let me challenge you on this. I don't think it's a bubblehead thing. That implies that she's stupid. I don't think she's stupid. I've interviewed her. She's young. I think she's only 31 years old. Her last job was as a spokesperson for the CIA. Do you get a lot of statements on the record from the CIA? No. She never had to do it before, so she comes out of the State Department. Now she's got a big job. But what she needs to remember, in my view, is you're not in the sorority trying to defend your sister. Now you're at the State Department. Jen Psaki took that criticism like a woman. She didn't come out and complain. The underling did.
That's the point, Megan. You're a spokesman. You're not a combatant. The rule number one is you don't get into a fist fight. I'm being nice about that.
Right.
So she gets into a fist fight with Bill O'Reilly.
Airing the segment over and over and over of Jen Psaki not being able to answer the question. Like, don't do Jen any favors. Jen kept her mouth shut. She moved on. No. She's used to taking incoming. That's what happens. Marie, zip it. Let it pass.
She's got to, at this point, she's got to laugh at herself. At this point, she's got to say, I made a boo-boo, and laugh at herself and rise above it.
Agreed. And that's part of what you do when you're young and coming up the ranks. Brent, good to see you. Well, one of the top selling books on Amazon right now.